Isn't it funny? Jimin texted Sua's name, probably thinking, she's never gonna choose me, only to find out he was actually the person she desired most. My guy was gagged laughing my ass off. Jimin really played with fire and almost got burned. Hi guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure you watch till the end to catch the full scope of my thoughts. Honestly, I was a little bummed that Jae Yeon and Jimin didn't get paired for the Christmas Eve dates. But after watching the trailer for the next episode, I realized. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. First off, it opens the door for them to have a proper date on Christmas Day, especially if the "you can't pick the same person twice" rule is still in play, and we all know that Christmas Day dates are more important than Christmas Eve, right? This episode had so many eye-openers, but let's start with Hanol's meltdown. Before watching, I genuinely couldn't understand why she'd break down that hard in the teaser, getting mad at Jimin like he owed her something, but after seeing the full episode, I get it now. I feel like I understood Hanol perfectly and why it was possible for her to feel that way. First, she had already imagined that Jimin would never give her a chance, but when she found out that he chose her for the postcard dates, she was so happy over that tiny glimmer of hope, that Jimin could even see her as a romantic interest. The fact that Jimin wrote her a letter and not Jeyeon must have given her some sort of unfortunate confidence boost. And when she got back to the house, what's the first thing she did? She ran to Jae Yeon and hugged her tight. It was almost like she was happy to show Jae Yeon that she was thrilled to share Jimin with her, ha ha ha. It kind of felt like she was saying, I got to spend time with your man, and I had fun. Thank you for sharing him with me. Guys, I might be reaching, but Suwa did the exact same thing after her date with Jimin. The second she saw Jae Yeon entering the pairing house with Sang-yoon, she ran up and hugged her tightly from the back, almost like saying, I finally got to share your man too. Now, honestly, I don't know what these ladies were thinking when they hugged her, but that move was weird as fudge. It just felt off. Kind of twisted even. I mean, why do they only hug Jeyeon after their dates with Jimin? We don't see them doing that after dating any of the other guys, like, no one's giving post-date hugs after hanging with Sang-yoon or Chonghwan or Chanhyung, let's be real. My take. It's probably not just friendliness. It feels like a subconscious way of addressing the emotional tension in the room. Like maybe it's part competition, like a subtle flex, part trying to ease awkwardness, part, let's pretend everything's fine, after making a move on the guy everyone knows Jaeyeon's into or is into only Jae Yeon. Still, I'm sure Jaeyeon's standing there like, why am I the official hug checkpoint after your romantic outings with my man, lol. It's twisted, but kind of hilarious. Now, let's step back a bit and talk about how all these started. When it came time to send Christmas Eve messages, Jimin sent his last. And listen, I know he was seriously struggling about whom to choose as his second choice, but I also know Jimin is smart, which is why I felt even though that hesitation was partly indecision, it also felt strategic. I genuinely believe he didn't want to spend Christmas Eve with Jae Yeon, because he wanted Christmas Day. I feel like he already knows they'll need to make new choices for Christmas Day and might need to follow the no repeat of date rule again. I also say this because of that conversation he had with Suwa on the Ferris wheel. He told her, does that mean you'll choose Chonghwan for Christmas? And Suwa was surprised at the question, because she didn't get it but later said yes when she did. Back to Hanol. When all the members had returned sitting at the table, Hanol was still holding it together, but she started feeling sadder after she saw how Jimin kept caring for Jae Yeon. Then when Chaeyoon asked Jimin about his date, Jimin said they had seafood and went on the Ferris wheel, then Suwa instantly whipped out their photo booth picture like a badge of honor. That's when I, for once, agreed with Sang-yoon's earlier comment about Suwa being aggressive. It's like Suwa wanted to paint a picture of them being all cozied up during that date. And that smug little grin of hers after showing it off totally had me. Half of me hated it, but the other half ate it up and enjoyed that move, because Jae Yeon's face was priceless, ha ha ha. Did you see how shocked she was? Jimin's explanation of a photo booth being at the destination didn't even faze her at all. She wasn't finding it funny that he took that picture with Suwa for real lol. That photo booth pic meant something to her. It was a core memory she shared with Jimin. And now he's recreating that moment with someone else. Now, she didn't know it was Suwa's idea, not Jimin's. So from her point of view, Jimin still had other options and could move on, just like that, and fast. And that shook her. Just a reminder, these are my theories. I might be totally wrong, so don't take them as gospel, okay? Jae Yeon was clearly jealous. But Hanol. She was furious. She wanted those moments. I think she knew deep down that Jimin was never going to choose her, but it hurt her pride that he didn't even add her name to his text options. She kept choosing him, and he wouldn't even throw her a bone, not even just for the sake of the show. That must have stung so bad. And if you're judging Hanol for getting frustrated, you should also think about how Jimin felt, those times that Jaeon didn't choose him. That is exactly how Hanol feels, and her feelings are valid. But also, Jimin came on this show to find love, and his feelings are valid too. Technically, he doesn't owe Hanol any explanation for why or how he made his choices. But because he's a genuinely nice guy, he truly cares about her feelings and wanted to be considerate. So yeah, she went to her room and cried. But before that, she'd already vented to Chonghwan during their date about being mad at Jimin. Chonghwan, who could relate to Hanol's feelings, also told Jimin he understood where Hanol was coming from, and that Jimin too should be able to relate since he felt the same way in his experience on the show. That talk clearly hit Jimin hard, because he really tried to make amends. He had been trying hard to comfort Hanol even when she was furious, but she kept avoiding him. And honestly, if I were Jimin, I'd have quit trying. But eventually, after his talks with Chonghwan, he tried again, and they had a much-needed heart-to-heart. Jimin gently let her down. He made it clear there was no space for her in his heart. And Hanol, with all the grace she could muster, decided to let go. She did her best, and she'll leave without regrets. I gotta applaud Jimin's patience. He was so kind, even when it would have been easier to walk away. He's a real one. I just hope Jae Yeon is treating him right in real life. Hanol's crying scene broke my heart. But who cries looking that good? Only Hanol, right? Honestly, I think she came on the wrong show. Her energy is perfect for Singles Inferno. She'll thrive better on a bold flirting type of show, not heart pairing. Plus, I thought I'd be disappointed in her before watching this episode, but I left feeling nothing but empathy. Her pride took a hit, but Jimin didn't lead her on either. I hope she finds her person soon, and if not, see you on Singles Inferno, Queen. You were made for it, huh? Now, can we talk about this insane K-drama moment the producers pulled off? For the second time, Jimin and Jae Yeon accidentally run into each other. First time was when he was going to pick her up after her friend's wedding and he parked in front of the cafe where she was sitting with her friends. This time, it's the Christmas Eve date. Jimin was supposed to go meet his paired partner, but whose spot did he accidentally go to? Jae Yeon's. She was glowing, thinking she'd finally get a date with him. Waved at him like it was meant to be. And what does he do? He turns his car around in front of her, doesn't even wave back. Guys! I screamed. In Jane's POV, this was a point of realization, on how Jimin will move on from her without giving her a second look if she ultimately doesn't choose him. It seems she caught on that the sense of loss she felt at that moment is how she'll feel if she doesn't explore this relationship with Jimin. She said in her interview that she thought he was going to turn the car back. She even fixed her makeup only to find out Jimin wasn't her date, it was Sang-yoon. I think Sang-yoon is the luckiest male catfish I've seen recently on a dating show. He keeps getting golden opportunities with Jae Yeon, but never makes it past lukewarm, even on this date. Jaeon said that she noticed Sang-yoon had a lot to say but isn't saying it since both of them have similar personalities. During their ride, Sang-yoon became the consoler general to Ji-yeon's emotions, since she was all over the place, especially after confirming that Suwa told Jimin she wanted to go on a date with him, knowing Jimin must have been paired with her that day. Jae Yeon looked really unsettled, girl was spiraling. This scene was full of spoilers. Even the captions were giving it away. Before Jimin arrived, the screen read, "Today is the most important day for Jae Yeon." Another caption said that incident helped Jae Yeon make her final choice. I'm gonna say that Jimin's U-turn made her heart U-turn to Jimin. When she asked Sang-yoon what he was looking for before making his decision, Sang-yoon said he is just looking for that feeling. Whatever that feeling he is looking for is, I don't believe he found it with Jeyeon. When Sang-yoon asked what she was looking for, she admitted that at first, she thought she wanted someone who shared similar values with her. Even though that is important, she thinks feeling is important too. This means that she's beginning to prioritize her feelings more. Sometimes, I just wonder what it is about Jimin that makes Jeyeon feel like they don't share similar values. I believe they do, the only thing is that he is not an introvert, and it seems she is more attracted to introverts. But I understood her when she said it's difficult for her to cross over between liking someone to loving someone. She also said she plans to be more proactive going forward. So, it seems now, we will see a faster, more open and more decisive Jeyeon. I can't wait to see what that looks like in the next episode. Although the teaser isn't showing us that, we could still see a hesitant and confused Jae Yeon in there laughing my ass off. But we'll see. Oh, and that dinner bet. Sang-yoon reminded her. She said she'd cook at 7 p.m., but he said that'll mean they will be eating with the other members, but he just wanted it to be for only the two of them, not a group meal. It seems my girl wants to escape the candlelit dinner but got caught before it even started, ha ha ha. We'll see how that turns out. Bottom line, congrats to Jae Yeon for finally finding emotional clarity, let's just hope she stays that way. Now, Jimin and Sua's date. Phew. Sua came in hot. She was bold, flirty, full court pressing all the way. But Jimin looked uncomfortable. I think part of it was because of his loyalty to Changwon and obviously his feelings for his girlfriend Jeyeon. Yes guys, I said it. His girlfriend since January 1, 2025. Anyway, Jimin appeared uneasy with the fact that Sua was fully aware of Changwon's sincere feelings for her, yet still chose to pursue Jimin. He responded cautiously to her flirtations and physical affection until that traffic scene. Oh my gosh. Sua put both arms out the window, begging another driver to let them change lanes. It was wild. And I loved it. Classy Sua pulling off that kind of stunt was iconic. I've been warming up to her more and more in each episode. Her confidence and ability to express herself effortlessly must be why she was used as the final catfish. I wonder what would have been if she had joined the show from the start. But during that date with Jimin, it felt like Sua's hope flickered, just a little. When Jimin told her he was happy to have gone on the date with her, she looked happy, but that spark faded fast the moment Jimin declared his week had been chaotic. Then, she confirmed that Jimin had already expressed himself to the person he liked long ago and that person had returned his feelings. I think that was the moment it really sank in for her that nothing was going to happen between her and Jimin. She did her best to express her feelings more, but all she did was indirectly encourage Jimin on how to stay determined with his feelings for Jae Yeon. Things got harder for Jimin in this episode. It was a very draining and exhausting episode to watch. I don't think I've had this much emotional torture while watching any dating show, ever. The PD must have really said, let's traumatize the viewers, and it worked lol. From episode 1 to now, Jimin has never wavered, it's always been Jae Yeon. And even when Hanol gave it her all, he didn't lead her on. That's integrity. That's a real one right there. Jae Yeon is really lucky, she truly struck gold with Jimin. I can't wait to see Jimin smile in the next episode. As for Chaeyoon and Chanhyung, I like how steady they are, but why do I see spark between Chaeyoon and Sang-yoon, just by looking at episode 14 teaser? Meanwhile, I haven't experienced such for all the episodes where I've seen her with Chanhyung all through the entire show. I'm telling you guys, my heart fluttered with just that 2-second snippet in the trailer. I'll talk more on this in my episode 14 teaser review video. Please look forward to it. What are your thoughts on this episode? Share them in the comments. Thanks for watching, please subscribe and like the video.